The cost of living is constantly on the rise, so it's no surprise that some people like the idea of being frugal. After all, who wouldn't want to save money and build a solid financial foundation? But while being frugal can improve your relationship with money and it can help you achieve your goals, going to the extreme can sometimes backfire, especially when you're using it as a long-term strategy. And I'm not saying that's the case for everyone, because there's always an exception to the rule. However, there are times when extreme frugality does not work out as expected, and it ends up not being the right approach for some people. And this is primarily due to it not being sustainable in many cases, because it often involves drastic cuts to your expenses. Now, to be fair, yes, this approach can lead to savings. And personally, I don't see anything wrong with short periods of extremeness, such as going hard for a couple of weeks or maybe even a month. But when you start talking long term, the reality is that it might not be a sustainable strategy. Now, obviously, there are people who have remarkable self-control and they can maintain an ultra frugal lifestyle for years or even decades with no issue. But this isn't necessarily the norm for everyone. So for the average person, going to the extreme long term could potentially cause problems. Living a life of extreme frugality often involves some level of deprivation. And at first, you might feel empowered by this newfound financial discipline. But over time, even the most disciplined person can face what's commonly known as frugal burnout. And this can occur when the relentless pursuit of saving money starts to take a toll on you. So basically, after weeks or months of penny pinching and constant deprivation, that initial enthusiasm that you had for being frugal starts to wane. And when that happens, frustration can set in, which can then lead to revenge shopping, where you basically undo all of your progress. Another issue with extreme frugality is that it often ignores a bigger underlying problem, which is inadequate income. So if you're looking to save money, yes, you should start trimming expenses wherever you can, because that's an important part of financial management, especially when overspending is an issue. But for some people, overspending is only one piece of the puzzle. So before they can fix their financial problems, they have to first address the fact that their income might not be sufficient to cover basic necessities. One dangerous consequence of extreme frugality is that it could cause some people to accept financial hardship as the norm, where they start to rely on extreme measures to make ends meet, rather than exploring ways to increase their income. So in a lot of ways, it also promotes a scarcity mindset, which is a mindset that focuses on what you lack rather than what you have. When you're constantly cutting back and depriving yourself of every small pleasure, this can create feelings of scarcity, which can seep into every financial decision you make and ultimately hold you back. For example, you might make decisions that are rooted in fear rather than rational financial planning, or you might oversave in low return accounts and potentially miss out on investment gains. Also, extreme frugality will not make you rich if that's your goal. Can extreme frugality help you save money? Absolutely. But it's so important to remember that extremeness alone is not a guaranteed path to wealth or to early retirement. And I don't have any stats to back this up, but I'm willing to bet that no average income person has ever been able to achieve financial freedom by solely penny pinching or living an ultra frugal lifestyle. And for those who were able to achieve financial freedom while also leaning more on the extreme side, best believe they were also incorporating other strategies, such as increasing their income, creating passive income streams, and investing wisely. So if your goal is to build your net worth, it's essential to focus on those actions, because they will help you achieve more than what extreme frugality alone can. Another reason why extreme frugality doesn't always work is because it might stop you from doing the things that you enjoy. Now, it's true that cutting back on non-essentials can help you save money. However, constantly denying yourself the things that bring you joy can ultimately reduce your quality of life, which also raises the issue of sustainability. And don't misunderstand me, sometimes you will have to say no, because most people can't do what they want anytime they want. And if they try, that's a quick way to go broke. But sometimes it is okay to treat yourself, whether it's going out to eat, going on vacation, or buying a new outfit. The truth is, not enjoying yourself from time to time will probably do more harm in the long run, because missing out on life's pleasures can cause frustration. So again, it's all about finding a balance between frugality and enjoyment. Regardless of what you might hear, it is possible to be financially responsible while still allocating money to experiences that bring you happiness.